this one. He went inside, outside, he weighed him up, he looked for the gap, and he burst through it. I think he's done it! What a finish! Unbelievable!
One of the biggest nights of the Speedway season, and it's at Poole Stadium where the Pirates take on the visiting Kings Lynn Stars in the first leg of the Premiership final. Last week at Poole, of course, it was a visit from Somerset in the second leg of the semi-final, and an absolutely fantastic meeting came to a conclusion in Heat 15 with a magnificent ride from Chris Bomber Harris. And tonight we'll be expecting exactly more of the same from both sides. Injuries, of course, have taken their toll. Brady Kurtz injured last week against Somerset, broken collarbone. He misses the meeting tonight, and the guest rider comes in the shape of Nick Morris from Swindon. And over on the Kings Lynn side, well, Niels Christian Everson took a nasty fall yesterday in the Thomas Cobb benefit meeting in Poland. He's having to sit out tonight's action, and Adam Ellis, also from Swindon, comes in to make up the Stars' numbers. Both sides have progressed magnificently during the course of the season, with Kings Lynn coming to their first grand final of the Premiership, and the Pirates, of course, well, they're old hands at this type of meeting. So it's Premiership final, the first leg here at Wimborne Road. 2 days' time, it's up to Kings Lynn at Frederick Road for the second leg to decide who comes out on top in 2018.
Okay, then just outside the pits with Garry May. Garry May, commiserations for last week, but what a meeting that was.
Oh, it's fantastic, wasn't it? And everything was there, even like when Bomber took Doyley on the last bend, you know. I thought I'd done it, but losing Jack obviously lost me the meeting, I think, and because I could have moved my reserves around a different manner, but what a meeting it was and what an atmosphere.
So we know that you're looking forward to the KO Cup next week, but tonight we're back here at Poole watching on, but Poole Pirates versus the Kings Lynn Stars, it's going to be another tightly contested match.
Yeah, it will be, because they're both two top teams. You know, both got riders. I know they're using both they're using guests, but no, the guests are still good, so it'll be a good meeting.
I'm going to put you right on the spot now, as I normally do. Do you think it's going to be a big margin home and away, or do you think both meetings are going to be tight, and who do you think is going to nick the end result?
I think Poole will nick it here tonight, because Kings Lynn do not ride this track very well. Kings Lynn up there, they sometimes do the track to suit their riders, which is a bit of a disadvantage to you, because you have two rides, and time you get yourself sorted out, they're 10-12 points up. So I think maybe Kings Lynn overall, but I'll sit on the fence.
There we are, Gary's sitting on the fence and he's standing on it as well.
Yeah, all right. Thank you very much.
Cheers, Garry.
Pirates goes the inside distance. All right, everybody. Well, we are going to bring the curtain down on 2018. First of all, Neil, I can't remember a time when I've seen the Pirates race to 4-5-1s. Thank goodness that they did, because it stood you in good stead.
Yeah, that's right. I said before the start of the meeting, we have to hit the ground running, and we certainly did, didn't we? And but I don't know what happened. We sort of lost our way a little bit midway, but we had a chat with the boys, and a couple of incidents, went our way with that speedway, and 16 points is a good lead. It's a good lead, but is it enough? I mean, Kings Lynn are a very good side at their place, but we just mustn't let them get away from us. That's a priority. We've got to stay with them through the meeting. Kings Lynn is traditionally very grippy, and I think it sort of caught them unawares a little bit how slick it was. And as you say, we were making great starts, but as I say, 16 point is a good lead. But I think that the boys all stuck together. We all rode really, really well tonight. I think everybody played their part, and it's just imperative that we don't let them get away from us in the first 5 heats.
It was pretty easy for me to take this guest booking. Got a good bunch of guys, and it's always cool to ride for Poole and in a final as well. So made it easy. I didn't have the best night, but when you got such a good team, it makes it easy. There's a lot of backup, and all the boys were scoring points. So yeah, we've got a good lead, and let's hope we can keep it.
It's never good to sit back and watch your team, but I think the boys done a solid job. 16 points, that's pretty impressive in a final at any track, and they started off so good, but the Kings Lynn boys bounced back, which is pretty expected. I think you don't run away with a final that easy, and they've got a big job coming up on Wednesday, but I've got faith in the boys.
Yeah, we started off good, fell asleep during the middle of the meeting, and then sort of woke up towards the end. So. Yeah, it was a good lead to take. It was nice to win a bit more, but it's better than going there with a loss. Our usual negating up in Heat 1, so that gone for the night. And the track was a bit different to last week, which was a shame. I just couldn't do the moves I would have liked to have done. But the team rode well tonight. It was a team effort, and everyone chipped in with a point or two.
Personally, it was a good night. I think, like Chris said, we fell asleep midway through. All the boys sort of started on. Setup-wise, what we ended on last week, and obviously the track changed pretty drastically midway through, and we had a good chat in the interval, and sort of got sorted from there.
I've enjoyed coming to Poole. I think it's been good for me and for my development, and coming into such a good team makes it a bit easier for me as well. So I really enjoyed it here, and we'll have to come back for sure. Like, we had a very, very good start today, and of course we're not expecting the same next week. We just keep on going and keep on going from where we are now. So Wednesday will be an exciting one for sure, and we'll be 100% ready.
We all know what's expected when we go there. They keep bragging in the press saying that it's going to be deep and grippy, but we found that out the last time we were there. So we know what we're up for this time, and we can be better prepared for it. And we know what we're in for, and it's a final. They're going to make the track to suit their boys, which is totally expected. But at least we'll be half prepared this time.
It always could have been better season, but it's a really good season for us. Like Josh said before, we've been bottom of the league, but we managed to get the final, and it's always tough to come back to England, because last season I wasn't racing here, and the year before I raced for Coventry. I learned a lot, so through this season I think I've gained some experience as well, and hopefully I'm going to use that at Kings Lynn and show some good racing.
The final one in the lineup then, and he's landed his rider of the night.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it tonight. I tried something different. Probably not the ideal night to do that, but it seemed to work. Setup wise, nothing. No, I didn't change engines off that. Just something different with the setup. And it was one of them where I was riding the bike and I felt really good. Everything just worked. Yeah, it was a good night.
From 2018, from the Pirates, who are on their way to Norfolk, we wish them the very best. We thank you for your support. And let's bring home the silverware. Thank you.